This is just another test. I accidentally deleted the first two messages. They weren't fully uploaded, so hey, it's a trial and error test. But I'm going to read this to you, and I want us to relate to Christ. It's a journey. It's a painful journey, and the journey is designed for us to be conformed to the image of Yeshua. So whatever he experienced as a man here on earth, we will share in his sufferings. We will share in his painful woes. He was a man of many sorrows, rejected, not held in high esteem, and that's worship. You are who you worship. And as born again children, that's our goal. We want to be like our treasure. And he clearly told his disciples that, hey, no servant will be greater than his master. No student will be greater than his teacher. So whatever he suffered, we will partake in those sufferings. But here's the good news. It's only for a short time. And our light and momentary problems cannot compare to the glory we will experience when we set our eyes upon him in his glory. The devil knows that his time is running short, and he will continue to entice people with the fleeting pleasures of this world. And they are fleeting. I'm going to read to you this, Away From Me. I think I have a video of it, but this will be a cappella. Away from me. Lord, see how my enemies persecute me? The Lord is known by his acts of justice. The wicked are ensnared by the work of their hands. Depart from me, therefore, you bloodthirsty men. Away from me, all you who do evil. For the Lord has heard my weeping. Not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the ones who do the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, do we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons, and in your name perform many miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers. People say, I know about God. I go to church. My family is of the faith. But do you know him? The only way we will know him is if we're born again. And when we're born again, he will not only reveal to us that we're children, but he will share his thoughts with us intimately. How would David know that they pierced his hands and his feet? It's because Yeshua decided to share his intimate thoughts with him. And a lot of movies have been derived from the Bible, and they take credit for it, especially E.T. Got this extraterrestrial being coming down, and he bonds with Elliot. And whatever Elliot feels, he feels. And whatever he feels, Elliot feels. So the same applies to us. So when we're feeling down, it grieves the Holy Spirit. Yet, in our sufferings, Christ shared his joy and his shalom, his peace, with us intimately. And as we grow in him, we realize that we are having a deeper, intimate relationship. That's why he said, eat my flesh and drink my blood. He didn't mean that literally. He means get to know me. As you will see, if you're married, before you got married, what did you do to woo your significant other? You invited them to have dinner. And when you're eating, You share your thoughts, your aspirations, your concerns, your fears, your expectations. So it comes again from your developing relationship with Yeshua. And prayer is definitely a solid foundation, and communication is definitely a key. And when we have that dependent confidence, we grow in grace. We realize that He's our rock, and we trust Him at all times. So getting to know Him is being born again. And as evidence, people say you're speaking in tongues, but the main evidence of being born again is love. You love your enemies. You have more empathy for those who mistreat you. Don't get me wrong, you have to continue to be wise and as wise as serpents. You have to have a discernment. There's a great deal of people that can be forgiven, but that doesn't mean that you have to establish an intimate relationship with them because they cannot relate to you. Relationship is, can we relate to each other on the same accord? Whatever God sees, we see. You have to walk in that same plane. There can't be any conflicting desires. Well, that's the metamorphosis of a believer. You know, we are constantly being winged, and we're constantly being refined and tested, and most of the lows that we have are our sinful woes, our sinful addictions. Yet the love of God continues to grow, just like that mustard seed He described in one of His parables. Love never fails. So the more you see that you love people and you love God, that means you know God, because God is love. If you're condescending, if you're constantly on the prowl of accusing other people, that's not the nature of a child of God. The nature of a child of God is love. We want everybody to experience the encounters that we experience. And that's what it's all about. So I hope that this can be an encouragement. I know I'm still testing, I'm still learning how to use this. I'm not that savvy, but I know by the grace of God, things will all fall together in place. So I love you. God bless you. And please continue to read. What am I saying? Continue to eat and drink God's words. They will guard you, they will protect you, they'll preserve you, and you will have hope. God bless you.